On a spot of land that was once desert, now stands the city of Glendale, and a building filled to the brim with fans, State Farm Stadium. All bye weeks now in the rear-view mirror. We are full speed ahead in the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They go play action here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it deep downfield. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead right away. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Returning it from the 4. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and, most importantly, keeping that possession.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Packers putting 6 defensive backs out there defending pass on this 3rd down. This finds Austin complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Benson's got it. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Benson now from the gun. And that carry gets him up to the 44 on a solid gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. They'll throw it. That pass is complete to McBride. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has a lane inside the 25. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Benson once more. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Trey McBride, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Here's a return from the 7. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Complete over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 3rd down from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A give left side to Benson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Man in motion here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Catch made by Austin. And this one doesn't go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 8. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. And the Cardinals getting 2 extra defensive backs out there. 3rd down coming. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They're going play action. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He'll throw it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They'll run here. It's Benson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. Trey McBride, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Motioning Jennings left. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Cut out left. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught by Jennings. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
2nd and 10 now. He's trying another one deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Back now, pressure on its way. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Motioning Jennings left. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He puts everything behind this one. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Kickoff taken at the 3. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. This, our last play of the quarter. Throwing now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, they'll do some window dressing here in the fourth. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Looking right, and he finds him. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Trying to pick it up here with Achan. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Looking to the air here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
This could be the turning point.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying on the ground with Benson. Escapes a defender. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make the stop at the 46. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun here. He's got Harrison. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. And off to Benson from the gun. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking for a throw here. Short pass brought in. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They'll throw it again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. And once again, they can't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. It's Benson on the give. And this one does not go far. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves them with 3rd and 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.